Hi there. In the previous video, we've talked about data structures. In this video, we are discussing specifically about arrays and linked lists. Imagine that you have to arrange files for your work. To do so, you have to create, sort, or separate them of the same kind. In what manner do you think is the most efficient way of storing them in case you're ever gonna be needing one of those sometime? If you go by or use an existing file cabinet or shelf for them, then you did a very good job doing a very good example of data structure called arrays. That way, you can get a file by just knowing its position or insert one wherever you desire. Arrays are the root of many powerful programming languages and techniques because it allows parallel operations to take place on all the variables in a dataset. Basically, it is a data structure which can hold more than one value at a time. On the other hand, if you prefer piling them up on your desk, then it is an example of linked list data structure type. This way, you have to unpile files from top to bottom to access a file. Arrays in Python can only contain values corresponding to same data type. Most of data structures make use of arrays to implement their algorithms. Each item stored in an array is called an element. Each location of element has a numerical index, which is used to identify the element's position. Element and index are both key terms which help to understand the concept of an array. When it comes to storing and accessing a sequence of objects, array is the most efficient data structure to use. Array also have different types. First is one-dimensional array. It is a type of array which is linear. In accessing its elements, it involves a single subscript which can either represent a row or column index. For example, think of students that are arranged by alphabetical order in a line, or overall board exam passers sort in descending manner. The second one is multidimensional array. It is an array with more or two or more dimensions. In a matrix, each element is defined by two subscripts, the row index and the column index. Multidimensional arrays are an extension of 2D matrices and use additional subscripts for indexing. For example, it can be used in creating or writing a program like chessboard, or total number of stocks sold every day, every week, and every month, and every year in a wholesaler company. The other type is called a jag array. It's an array whose elements are arrays. The elements of jag arrays can be of different dimensions and sizes. A jag array is sometimes called array of arrays. The following examples show how to declare, initialize, and access jag arrays. For example, a static array is the most common form of array used. It is the type of array whose size cannot be altered. Example, I am a student, a regular one, and I have to add another subject. A black section comprises of 40 students. There are only 40 slots per subject per block. Once all the slots are taken, there's nothing I can do. A dynamic array is an array with big improvement, automatic resizing. One limitation of arrays is that they are fixed size, meaning you need to specify the number of elements your array will hold ahead of time. In other words, once created, its size cannot be changed. Now, we're going to talk about linked list. It is a dynamic data structure. The number of nodes in a list is not fixed and can grow and shrink on demand. Any application which has to deal with an unknown number of objects will need to use a linked list. There are types of linked list. One is singly linked list. Each element in this type is comprising of two items, the data and the reference to the next node. The last node has a reference to null. The entry point into the linked list is called the head of the list. It should be noted that the head is not a separate node, but the reference to the first node. If the list is empty, then the head is now reference. Second one is doubly linked list. It is a list that has two references, one to the next node and another to the previous node. Another important type of linked list is called a circular linked list, where last node of the list points back to the first node or the head of the list. And that's all for linked lists and arrays for now. Thank you for watching.